of POOH, a podcast network.
What is up, everybody? Thank you for checking out the Pat Out of Hell podcast. I'm your host, Patrick Christopher. Thank you very much for listening. I know it's been a while. I'll get into that in a bit. But also want to thank you for supporting the POOH Podcast Network. If you could like and subscribe on whichever platform you use to listen to the podcast, that would be great. I do appreciate it. And thank you for doing that. Yeah? Welcome back, man. Welcome back to the Pat Out of Hell podcast. It's been a while, and thought I'd bring this one back since this is the easiest of my two podcasts to do. You know, the Pat Out of Hell podcast, it's a solo podcast that I do for now. It's a solo podcast for now. Who knows what it will turn into, you know. I am taking a break from the Glass Clown podcast. Not sure when I'm bringing it back. I know I do want to bring it back. I do enjoy doing that podcast. It's just decided to take a break from doing that for a bit. Check out all the past episodes that I've done. They've been a lot of fun. I appreciate my guests being on and vibing with the idea of the Glass Clown podcast and helping me put out some episodes. You know, did about 10 or 12 episodes. So yeah, and just things come up, life happens, whatever that means, whatever you want it to mean. And I just thought I'd just take a break from doing the Glass Clown podcast again for a while. You know, shout out to FMCW Studios and Joshua Kabaza for letting me use their studio to launch the podcast, the Glass Clown podcast. And who knows? Maybe I'll be back at the FMCW Studios to continue or to start the next season, I guess. I never understood why podcasts are cut up into seasons, but I guess for situations like this where we will be taking a break, we will be back, and we'll continue with the next season of the Glass Clown podcast. I think that might be fun to break them up into seasons. Now that I'm talking about it out loud, you know. Whatever, it is what it is. But thanks for supporting that, and we're just gonna run with this the Pat Out of Hell podcast for the time being. You know, it'll be easier. It's fun. They're short episodes, or they will be short episodes. I don't know. And who knows? Maybe I might bring on a guest here or there. You know, repeat guest, returning guest, co-host. Who knows? I don't. For sure. I don't plan this stuff out. I'm very I wonder if that's like a mental health issue, is that like I get very ambitious. I take off running with ideas. Ideas are the only things that I run with. And then I'm just like, okay, we'll take a break. Okay, let's change it. All right, let's change it up. Restructure, shut it down, return, all that good stuff. But so yeah, let's do this. This is going to be the thing for now on. You know, the Pat Out of Hell podcast, the POOH Pod, where I come to talk some shit, you know? Talk some shit. Think it'll be fun. And who knows? Maybe the Glass Clown podcast will come sooner than later. I don't know. I should know. It is my thing. But as right now, I have no set plans on anything besides this. We're doing the Pat Out of Hell podcast for now. So thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting all that good stuff. It is just going to be audio. You'll probably figure that out by now if you're watching this on YouTube or listen to it on YouTube. Yeah, man. I'm not going to... I don't want to stress myself out. Here's what happened with the Glass Clown podcast. I became stressed out by it. You know, and it's my own doing. I'm very tightly wound. I'm very OCD when it comes to things. After a while, it became a stressful thing. and I don't want the podcast to be a stressful thing. It should be fun, you know. This is a passion project. I'm not making any money off of this, you know. So to take time off and to have things like the audio, like the video, like the editing, like the scheduling, the time, you know, outside factors, all that stuff. It made me so stressed out. And it's not just the podcast itself. Life currently, recently, has been just like stressing me the fuck out. And I wouldn't just say stress. It's just been it's been a lot of things me the fuck out, you know. Stress, panic. Is it worth it? Am I wasting my time? Am I wasting the guest's time? Am I wasting the listener's time? Does it look right? What's wrong with the camera angle? I can't fix it. I should have watched this. The camera didn't record. The fucking audio didn't record. All that stuff, man. All that stuff. I was just stressed out, you know. I have been thinking about getting that looked into, getting that checked it up on. But who has time? Who has time to go to that? I got a full-time day job. I don't have time to take off to go to the doctor. I mean, I could. I just don't, you know. So, been managing my drinking a little bit more because I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Possibly, you know. I was trying to do CBD to handle with anxiety and stress and stuff. And somebody at the shop upsold me on some Delta 8 vapes. And geez, man, that's strong stuff. It helps, though. It helps relieve the anxiety and the stress sometimes. Sometimes it adds to it. The first night that I tried the Delta 8 vape, it stressed me out. Because I didn't know. I didn't know what it was. You know, she was like, oh, you like CBD for anxiety? How about you try this? And I was like, sold, because you know more about this than I do. And it was potent. I don't know. I mean, it's legal, but yeah, you got to be careful with that stuff. It'll sneak up on you, you know? You can't hit it like a regular CBD vape because it's not. It's Delta 8. And so, yeah, I've been fucking with that lately. And it has seemed to have helped as far as chill me out. But then it also makes me lazy. It makes me fat and or fatter. It doesn't make me fat, but I eat because, you know, that's what I feel like doing once I'm free of anxiety, free of stress. I'm like, let's just fucking fun eat, you know? I'm not even hungry. Let's just do this shit for funs. And yeah, man. Yeah. So sorry about, like, you know, bailing on the Glass Clown podcast. It will come back. I will bring it back. It will happen. I don't know if it's not gonna happen now. It's not gonna happen right now. I'm doing this now. I'm gonna focus on the Pat Out of Hell podcast because it's easy, because it's solo for now. Again, who knows what will happen? Will I have guests? How often will I have guests? Will I have a co-host? Will I have repeat guests? Will I do it solo all the time? You never know. I mean, you kind of know, but you just never know, you know? So, yeah. So, thanks for the support on that. Also, I wanted to put this out because to promote, I will be releasing a comedy EP, I guess. It's not a special. It's not an album recording. It's not. I didn't do any pre-production work on this, but because the audio of this set that I did at the Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club here in San Antonio, the audience sounded great. The audio of the recording came out great, and it was fun. It was fun. So I thought it'd be fun to release it on my birthday, which is September 3rd. And also, it's going to be the Bandcamp Friday, and I've always wanted to take part of that. I think the Bandcamp Friday is a great idea. I've talked about it before on somewhere, but what the Bandcamp Friday thing is that all money paid to the artist through Bandcamp, everything goes to the artist. Bandcamp doesn't take a cut of anything, which is very generous, because they are hosting the site, they are hosting the digitals, the releases, but Bandcamp, when the pandemic happened, Bandcamp decided to put one day a month, the first Friday of every month has been a Bandcamp Friday, to where all the monies goes directly to the artist, because touring stopped and merch sales went down. So in order to help the artists that actually live off this stuff, not me, but to actually help keep them afloat, they created the Bandcamp Friday, to where all monies go to the artist. So that's cool. So I wanted to take part of that. I thought it'd be fun to release the comedy EP that I recorded, put it out on Bandcamp Friday, and I'm just trying to raise some money to pay for my my IV treatment for my hangover session that will be happening Saturday after my birthday, more than likely. Who knows? I haven't really been drinking that hard as I usually do. I'm trying to work on that. Because I always talk about being a happy drinker. For the most part, 9 out of 10 times, even more than that, I am usually a happy drinker. And then lately, man, I just have not been, and it's been rough. And I've been emotional. I've been angry. Just been all kinds of stuff except happy, which is always the destination when I drink. And yeah, man, it got pretty bad. And so I'm trying to curb that. I know I'm never gonna not drink. That's not gonna be a thing. I'm actually drinking a beer right now, but it's just the liquor. It's the liquor that puts me to a point, that takes me to a point where it's just bad. It's not fun anymore. And I don't like that. It was my thing that I did to go to the happy point or the happy place, because sober I just wasn't. I've been avoiding things. I've been doing anything I can to actually face things head on, and it's just not working. It's not working anymore, turning to alcohol for that. So I don't know if I'm going to be hungover after my birthday. But you know what? I tell you what. I would put some money on it. Because that's just what I do. That's what I do when I do what I do. So, man, I got to be honest. I've done 5 recordings of this thing, and I would always get stumble on something or just get freeze up on something. So I don't know what I've said so far that I haven't already said. I don't want to repeat myself on the same episode, so there's going to be a lot of editing that I might have to do before I put this out. We'll see. Who knows? But so yeah, releasing comedy EP. It's called We're Friends Now, right? Because I thought that was funny. There's times in my set where I'm talking with a specific table, and the guy's having fun. The girl, the woman, the lady, the female is not. At first, and then we all have a good time, and I'll just check in with everybody, we're friends now, right? And I thought that was funny. I always want to check in with people to make sure that I'm not pissing anybody off, or I didn't give anybody the wrong vibes and stuff. I want everybody to have a good time, and I want everybody to understand that anything I say is just for fun. I'm just having fun. I'm not talking any trash or nothing. Not trying to be all negative vibes or cringeworthy or anything like that, It's all in good fun. So yeah, but it was cool, man. It came out really great. The audio sounding was pretty good. So I thought it'd be good to put it out. It'd be fun to put it out. 11 tracks, 8 minutes, punk as fuck. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. Have some fun with that. That'll be cool. But yeah, man, just taking a break from the Glass Clown podcast. Until further notice. I don't know what else to tell you on that. I really don't. I'm concerned because like COVID is still out there, man. Like I want to go on the road. I want to do more shows. And I don't ask people to put me on shows. The only shows I've done are when people like reach out to me, and I might have to change that up. Just if I want to stay busy, you got to ask, closed mouths don't get fed or something like that. That seems to make sense. But yeah, the last show I did was out in Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino with Danny Engel, and it was a lot of fun. It was weird because everybody was pretty far away from this. Well, not pretty far away, but there's like, if you've been to Kickapoo, it's in the Que Pasa Lounge, which has a dance floor between the stage and the chairs, the tables, the chairs, and all that stuff. The sitting area, which is, separating you and the stage with a dance floor. So everybody that was there was like pretty far away from the stage, and I already have bad hearing. I can't hear anything. That's true. I do talk about that in my on stage, but it's not a joke. I really have very bad hearing. And so even if they were laughing, I'm only assuming, that they were laughing or having some sort of good time. I couldn't hear it. So it did affect my pacing. There was times where I did rush some things. There was times where I kind of went too slow, paused too long. All the science and mechanics of stand-up comedy or whatnot. But it was still a lot of fun. Did about 30 minutes, which is the longest time I've spent on stage. I think before that I've just done 20 minutes. But it was cool, man. I had a good time. Lost a lot of money. I mean, I got paid for the gig, and then I got a free hotel room. So win-win. And then I gave them so much of my money back to the casino. Yeah, we had fun though, man. We were up, and then we were down, and then we were even, and then we were more than down. Far beyond down we were. But it was fun, man. I had a good time. So yeah, but that's the last thing I did. That was a couple weeks ago. Last weekend? A couple weeks ago? I don't know. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. But I was worried, man. I was worried because I was like, casino, indoors, people. I was like, for sure I'm getting COVID. For sure I'm going to get it. If I haven't got it before, I don't know. Like, there's days where like I feel bad and then it just passes. I was like, was that COVID? Did I have it? I hope I don't have it. I mean, I hope I haven't had it and like passed it to anybody else. I don't know. Never done a COVID test. Never done an antibodies test. I don't know if I had COVID or if I was just hungover for a couple of days, because that's possible. That's a possibility for sure. COVID symptoms equal hangover symptoms minus, the actual COVID-19 thing. I don't know what I'm saying. But I think if I haven't had it yet, I think it's coming. I think anytime now. It's just so close to the circle. In the circle, friends have had it. Coworkers have had it. Even though I'm working from home, I'm just saying, going on the list of people, coworkers, friends, family. I mean, it's coming closer and closer, I am vaccinated. I do take a shitload of vitamins. Other than that, I'm an unhealthy fuck. I am very, unhealthy. Like with my drinking habits, I eat garbage all the time. I don't exercise. What else is wrong with me? Yeah, I think that's about sums it up. If I were to catch it, it would not be good. And thank God I'm vaccinated, because for sure, if I was one of the unvaccinated people that got it, especially now, for sure I'm checking out. For sure I'm done. Uh, Man, that's kind of scary. I do have this weird feeling, and I don't want to be too like dark or nothing, but I have a weird feeling that it's gonna be over soon. It meaning I don't know. I have this thing where I'm trying to resolve things. I'm trying to forgive. I'm trying to let go of things, and I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to let go of things, because I just have this impending doom thing. And it could just be, because the years that we've had, the year that I've had, all like just death is just everywhere, and it sucks, dude. It sucks because I'm not really dealing with it. I'm not dealing with it good, drinking too much, or I was. I'm trying to stop, but like now, the more that I talk about it, the more I'm like, man, I fucking need a drink, Not funny, but it is what it is. But yeah, I was talking to my therapist about this. Like, I for a while, I hold grudges. I hold anger towards people. Like, I'm mad I was mad at a lot of people for various reasons. It doesn't matter. But I just recently, I'm just like, dude, it's gonna be over soon. Something in my mind, I don't know, my subconscious is just telling me, hey, it's gonna be over soon. So, resolve, absolve, whatever, or maybe it's just my subconscious saying, hey, it could be over soon. Not that it's going to, but just like, hey, it could be over soon. So why don't you let go of some of the anger that you have? Why don't you try to build bridges where bridges were burnt? Why don't you try to better yourself, or not? Because it's got to be over soon. Or it might be over soon. Or it could be over soon. I don't know. That's a bit darker than I thought. I was just going up a tangent. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be better mentally. I'm trying to focus on myself. For a while, I was just like trying to avoid dealing with anything internal, and so I was just like disconnecting as much as possible, whether that's like staying busy with podcasting or staying busy with mics or shows or drinking or whatever else I had. Anything that could disconnect me, let's fucking go, And I think just recently, and maybe because my birthday's coming up and I always get sad around my birthday, more so now than ever. I've never been more sad for a birthday approaching than like this one, just because it's going to be the first one without my mom, and then my sister's birthdays were in August, and that was tough. And it was just all this combination of things, just everything, just like coming together and just like being condensed into like just a ball of just stuff that you have to peel and deal with and come to terms with and do all that stuff. Like you could only avoid for so long before your mind starts to convince you, like, hey, fix this shit because we're checking out soon. I don't know what it is. It's just a big feeling that I've had about mortality, and maybe because I've more people that I've known have died this past year than any other time that I could think of, or come close to death or have died. and it just makes me realize, like, hey man, like this could happen to you just as easy as it happened to anybody else, you know, or it could keep happening to people who you need to fix things with, you know. So I just, you know, if you have that, if you have like grudges and stuff, and like there's, I mean, I don't know. Like I just don't leave yourself opportunities to have regrets or resentment, or don't leave things unfinished. Whatever that means to you, you know. I'm working on that, you know, daily. I'm feeling better mentally, because I'm taking a lot of like breaks. I'm taking a lot of breaks, and I'm focused on the balancing of everything. You know, for such a long time, I was focused on comedy, going out every night, and then podcasting, and then shows, and then, you know, and then you look back at it all, and you're like, man, I've been so busy that I've lost the connections here, or this isn't what it used to be there, you know, and I don't know, man. I mean, sometimes, I mean, that's growth, that's personal growth, but sometimes you just need to know, like, hey, man, you need to, you know, connect. You need to balance. You need to live life. You need to enjoy things. You need to also, like, switch it up, man. Change it up. Do you have to go to open mics every night? You know, why don't you go fucking play drums? Why don't you go hang out with a friend? Why don't you take your wife out to dinner or something? You know, I think by this point, I'm just like, just keep going. You're not gonna re-record. This is the 5th attempt at recording a podcast. You're not gonna, just fucking keep going. And so yeah, that's what I am doing. I saw this documentary on Netflix. I might watch it again because it was just that good. But it was just a drummer documentary called Count Me In. And it's just all these different drummers talking about how they got into it. And there was a segment where, like, it showed people getting their drum sets on Christmas, and they're just so excited. And I was like, man, that was me. I did that. I had that moment, you know. And I had that support, and I used to love playing drums. I used to fucking love playing drums, and I think I still do. I'm so far from where I was, like, as far as stamina wise and talent wise, and what are the things that you need to be a drummer. Like, I'd want to get back into that. I think that's gonna be my gym. You know, when people go like, oh, I go to the gym at least once a week, twice a week, 5 times a week. I think I'm gonna go play drums once a week. I got to get back into it. You know, at least once a week, 2 hours, once a week. Let's fucking go, dude. I used to love playing drums. I was pretty good. I was pretty proud of the drummer that I had become right before I retired from drumming. And started doing podcasting, and started doing comedy, and started not doing anything with music, you know. Who knows? That's something I want to do. There's a studio here. I should set it up. I should prepay, because if I pay for it, then I gotta go. You know, you don't want to lose money. You can't throw away money. Fucking get off your ass. Go, sweat, play some drums. Do that. Do all that. Do all of that stuff. But that's it for the Pat Out of Hell podcast this week. We will be back on a weekly basis. This was a lot of fun. I have fun doing this. And who knows? Who knows what's going to be? Will it be a solo podcast next week? Will I have a guest? Will it be on Zoom? Will I have a co-host? Probably just be me. Just me. Twitter and Instagram at your homie Pat. Also check out babacoacord.com for all the links for all things Baba Cool Core, all things Patrick Christopher. The Bandcamp. The Bandcamp will be live on Friday, September 3rd, my birthday. It's pay what you want. It's free if you want to take it for free. It's my comedy single, my comedy EP. We're friends now, right? Available on Bandcamp on September 3rd. Maybe longer. Maybe I'll just keep it up there. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing good. Hopefully you're doing amazing. And check you next time. Latest.